Hi, guys, and welcome to another episode of Behind the Number. My name is Carlina Sample.
And I'm Allie Russell.
And today we are going to be talking about NIL, also known as name, image, and likeness, for those of you that don't know. And we have special guest Gianna Pielet on from the women's tennis team to help us talk about her experience in this area. So how are you doing today, Gianna?
Good. How are you? Thank you so much for having me.
Good. We're happy to have you on.
Yes, so excited. So Gianna here is a sophomore tennis player from El Paso, Texas. So that's kind of a little bit down the road, way far down the road. How did you end up here at A&M?
Well, actually, I was originally going to go to Georgia, and then I decided to come here just because I love the coaches and the atmosphere and basically the team and stuff, so I just really liked it here a lot.
Awesome. And then how did you kind of get into tennis, or was there anyone that kind of inspired you or showed you and got you into the sport? Like, what made you start playing tennis in particular?
Yeah, my dad played when he was younger, and he actually played for UT, which I was looking at too, but he kind of got me into the sport, and I really loved competing and stuff, and tennis was perfect.
When did you take your visit here?
I think I was like 16.
Okay.
I can't remember, maybe 2017.
And when was that, like, this decision made between Georgia and A&M? What was that like?
Oh, it was like really, really tough. I mean, I picked Georgia just because like my parents wanted me to go there, and their ranking was at the time 2 in the nation, and A&M's was like 15 or 10. But I actually, when I came on the visit here, like, I wanted to commit right away. And my parents were like, no, like, wait it out. Like, you should wait. And I ended up choosing Georgia. And I was just kind of didn't feel right about it. And then I was like, no, I'm coming to A&M. So I, like, remember calling up the coaches. And I was like, do you still have a spot? And they're like, yeah, we have a spot. And I was like, yes. So it worked out so great.
It's so interesting. I feel like everyone's story has been so like different and unique,
right?
But each time everyone says that they come here and they felt at home.
I was literally just about to say that everyone will come and they say like, oh yeah, I visited all these schools, but I just got this feeling.
Yeah, I got
A&M,
the feeling,
like,
and it didn't feel right anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's like such a trending like thing. I feel like that you hear.
It is. So can you tell us kind of about your team dynamic with the girls on the team and the coaches, and just how this semester and year has been for you so far?
Yeah, so we got 2 new players, Mia Cooperis and Salma Ewing, who have been an amazing addition to the team, and they've really been helping us a lot. We're all super close. Like, we all get along so great. Me and JC did the Adidas thing together, and she's great. And I really love our class. Like, Jeanette Morales is one of my best friends on the team, and Mary Stoyana, who I look up to because she plays like 2 for our team and is amazing. So the coaches have done a great job with us. They make us work so hard, and it's truly an honor to be on the team. So.
Yeah,
I bet. That sounds great.
And tell us too, so you kind of hit on it a little bit about Adidas.
Yeah.
These people have no idea yet what we're talking about, but we know. So NIL has been something that I feel like has just skyrocketed since it started.
Right.
There's so many opportunities for collegiate athletes now, which is so exciting. Something that we did not have the beginning of our career here at A&M. And it is something that you have capitalized on, and you are a part of Team Adidas. So tell us what that was like, the process of joining that was.
Yeah, so it was such an honor, and it was amazing. Like, I, ever since I was like 14, I became sponsored by Adidas because I won this tournament, and they sponsored me.
That's so cool.
Oh, I didn't know that
either.
Yeah, so I originally had it when I was younger, and then when I got to college, like, they took it away and stuff just because obviously college rules. And I got a call in the summer from my like Adidas rep who I had. He was like, hey, like, I need to talk to you about something. Like, do you have time? And I'm like, oh God, like, what did I do? Like, am I in trouble?
Like when your mom texts
I was
you,
like,
we need to talk.
The first thing I thought about was, oh my God, he's gonna ask for like all the Adidas stuff back or something. Like, I was just like freaking out. And he was like, no, like, we have this like NIL thing coming out. We're gonna sign 15 female athletes from different Adidas schools who we think can like represent the brand, and we'll pay you, and just like all this stuff. And I was like, oh my God,
like freaking out.
I was freaking out, and JC got it too.
Yes,
and
I was just gonna say it's like not only one A&M tennis player, but 2.
Yeah, so that was amazing because so yeah, like he told me, and I was like, yeah, like I'll do it. Like this is crazy. And so we went to New York, we went to LA, and we just shot like a bunch of different photos,
cool.
and it was just so cool.
That is so
Crazy. What was it
awesome.
like being there? Like, give us the little,
I know.
like the sneak peeks, the things people don't know. What
Behind
was
the
it like behind the
scenes?
scenes?
Well, basically, like it almost felt like I was like kind of a celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They, like,
I'm sure.
they like picked us up in like these like really nice cars, and then they had like a set for us, and it was just like so like overwhelming. Like
Yeah.
I've never modeled. Like I always used to joke about it when I was younger, like, oh, I want to be a model, but like, and then it actually happened, and I was just like, oh my god, like this is like, it was just so like surreal. And I don't know how to describe it. It was just amazing.
It's so cool.
For those that don't know, kind of first off, go look at the pictures on Gianna's Instagram. But this is not like it wasn't like a small campaign where you see people like posting like hashtag Adidas, like use my code or something like that. Like this was a real Adidas sponsored campaign. It was for Title IX, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Title IX
So
campaign.
cool.
And that's why it's kind of like me and Allie are like so excited to hear about it because it's
Yes.
just such a unique experience. So kind of talk about what was that like being able to go through that with JC, your teammate that you've built a relationship with, that you were so close to. Did that kind of help with like the new experience or the overwhelming moments?
Yeah, I mean, JC's definitely like obviously so beautiful. I mean, she's like models for other companies and
Right,
stuff.
right.
So
she
like,
looks like a model
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
She
So
does.
I mean, I'm sure it was like probably easier for her, but I definitely was like, okay, like if she can do it, I can do it, you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
And just going through the experience was just a lot easier, I would say, for both of us. And I mean, yeah, it was an honor for them to pick. You know, we were the only two from A&M, you
Yeah.
know, female athletes. Like, obviously, your team is beautiful. You know? Like,
Thanks, Gianna.
I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't they pick any of the soccer girls? Like, like
Aw.
they picked a couple
so sweet.
soccer girls from like NC State, Jamia Joseph,
Okay.
I don't know,
I don't
and something Thompson, Jaden Thompson or something.
Okay.
I forgot, but they're both really pretty too, and I don't know, it was just really an honor. for
Yeah,
them to-
that's what I feel like makes it even more unique is the fact that they picked only 15 people out of
Right.
any Adidas school in the United States,
Yeah.
and 2 of you guys went,
Yeah.
and 2 from the same team. And that's such a cool opportunity for the both of you guys. But also, I mean, I feel like NIL there's still so much growth to happen in
Yeah.
it. And so that kind of was something that was at the beginning that was so huge that you got to experience and something that you will probably remember for the rest of your life. So it's just really cool. And kind of tell us how you, like your opinions on NIL and how you feel like it's kind of changed collegiate athletics in a way.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly amazing to have like such a huge like, company like Adidas or other companies like come after you and they're like, hey, we'll pay you this much to do this. And like, obviously, like it, you know, helps my bank account,
Yeah.
you know, I can save money
Yes,
and
really.
like plan for a future and
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And I think it's like it all like it helps me become a better like athlete,
Yes.
like especially like on the court and off the court and
Yeah,
stuff.
we
so.
kind of sorry.
No, you
But
go.
we kind of laughed like when you said it helps your bank account. But I think that is
It's so true.
so true, and
It's
it's
so
like
true.
not funny, but funny in a way because it's like a lot of women's sports and teams don't get stipends, don't
Yeah.
get the extra financial aid outside
or
of
the recognition.
Yes, it's exactly
Yeah.
outside of their school and like the actual what the scholarship is supposed to be paying for. So, and some sports and athletes will have to go work part-time jobs
Yeah.
to get those funds that they
Yeah.
need just to live or pay for their school, whatever the situation is. So that is, I'm glad you said that, and we weren't laughing at you.
No,
we were just like,
but that's
we
laughing
understand
because
that.
that's
Yeah.
so relatable.
Yeah, we were just relating.
Yeah, and I think that sometimes people also don't realize is that when you are a collegiate athlete, that is a job.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
the hours you're spending is a job, and you don't get paid for it.
Yeah.
You have a lot of blessings and a lot of like fortunate things and abilities to go and do and what you receive, but at the same time, introducing NIL has kind of allowed for some form of pay
Yeah.
for all the
Yes.
work that you put in.
Mhm.
Right.
And so I feel like that also has been a really cool shift in college athletics, but also has allowed people, I feel like to like use their platform in a different way and to kind of support and like I'm trying to think of the word. Why do I always blank? Why does my English never work in here sometimes?
It's okay.
But just like I feel like it allows them to support things that they are passionate about or like really cool brands and stuff. So it just has been a cool shift, I feel like, in college athletics.
I agree. You kind of told us that your Adidas rep called you that summer of 2021, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that was kind of right after COVID. And
no, it was like right after my freshman semester.
So like a year
so-
post-COVID.
Oh, okay. So after it wasn't like the actual summer of 2021.
No, I don't think so.
So 2022,
think,
last
yes.
summer. Oh, okay. Well, still, what did you? I was gonna ask, like, because if it was the summer 2021, that's when NIL had kind of like first launched. So I was gonna ask you, but you can still answer. I think it still applies. Like, what did you think NIL was going to be like when it was first enforced, and I guess what has it actually been like since it's been like since in through your experience, I guess.
To be honest, I don't really know much about. I didn't know much about NIL to begin with, like at all. Like when he, the contract and everything that he gave me, like I was like, oh, like is this legal?
Yeah.
And I had to like go to the coaches and then like the compliance guy and stuff like that, and he was like, yeah, you need to sign this or you can't do it or something. And I was like really confused about it. But I think that like now, like I understand it more and I'm understanding like it's not just about like, I think they're doing more like deals for like outside of your sport. Like, they're not giving like people just because like you're super good at like soccer or you're super good at like tennis, or they're not like doing it. They're doing more about like the person and like about what you represent.
Wanting it to match the brand.
Right.
Yes. And I think that like sends a really good message,
agree.
I agree.
because it's like we're so much more outside of our sports.
Yes.
And I think people don't realize that, they just think like, oh, that person's super good at tennis. Like they should get all these deals and blah, blah, blah. But like, no, like, it's like what's inside.
Yeah. Gotta be a good athlete and a good person.
Yes.
Together. Perfect. Okay, guys, we are going to take a quick break to hear from our sponsors, Academy Sports and Outdoors, and we will be right back. Welcome back from our commercial break. We are going to dive right back in with Gianna and talk a little bit more about NIL and kind of what you hit on earlier about how it is really nice having a monetary gain from NIL, being able to add a little bit more to our bank accounts. But kind of tell us, what are some other goals that you have in NIL outside of just that aspect?
Oh, sorry. I would definitely like to like do more like NIL deals, I think, and like grow like, my brand and stuff like that, and get more opportunities, I think, to like spread like positivity and like myself around.
Yeah. Do you have any like certain brands or like different things in mind that you would want to?
I don't know. I really like suits. So
Oh,
I talked
very
about this
cool.
on this one podcast that I did over the fall break, but I'd really like to like do like suits or something.
Wait,
or,
yeah,
like,
that would be
jewelry.
cool.
That'd be so
because
cool.
especially, I feel like women are, I don't know, I feel like suits are becoming like unisex in
Yes.
a way.
Yes.
And like it's becoming more
You
like,
should have seen the
modern
one
and
she
trendy.
wore to the
for the
Legacy
game.
Awards.
I think I did see a picture. You always
Yeah.
come fitted. You
Yeah,
always come fitted.
you
And
did.
I didn't win best dress. And I was
know.
so mad.
I know, but
It's
you
okay.
looked really good. You looked
Thank
really
you.
good.
I
I loved the
Well,
suit.
crown you.
Yeah.
Best dress.
I'm sorry, Caroline.
There you go.
From TexAgs to Gianna, best dress.
I loved her though.
I know.
She looked so
She looked
beautiful.
so
like
great.
I get it. Like she definitely won.
Soccer.
It's fine. Yeah. I know you guys voted for her.
Yeah, we did. No, see, it was funny. We're like taking a little spin off, but anyways, we have with the Legacy Awards we talked about with Kenner here. We also have a Best Dressed award, and Gianna was up for that. One of our teammates won it, and I already forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, one of our other teammates voted for her, like the whole time that it was going. Yeah, it was so funny. But
you were nominated for Best Dress last year too.
Yes, I
So
was.
okay, so that counts.
Okay, it's a
That's twice.
tradition.
A two-time nominee.
consistency.
Right there. And you fit it today.
Yeah.
Very nice. That's funny. But
All right, now get back into it.
Other than the suits, before we start asking you like about NCAAs next week and what other goals you have, just before we end the subject of NIL, do you feel this far or into the future that NIL and the opportunities from it have given you a larger platform or a larger voice to advocate and bring awareness to your sport and your team in any kind of way?
Yeah, I definitely think it's like put Texas A&M on the map for sure, especially our women's tennis team. And I think it's helped me become like a better person, like on and off the court, because I'm not just like, playing tennis and I'm just an athlete. Like it's just so much more than that. And like, basically like helping to like present my authentic self is really like special.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I definitely feel like NIL for me at least has kind of made me, not that I ever forget, but just made me recognize again that a lot of people are watching you outside of your athletics, and like you can just be an inspiration for kids and the next generation and whoever else is looking up to you that you don't even know maybe looking up to you in any kind of way. It kind of just reminds you that like you are a leader in that for them, and kind of just to like continue to lead by example, like you said, and just spread that positivity and your personality with the rest of the world. I think that's definitely a cool part of it.
I was gonna say too, like how you represent yourself, but also almost like what you are attaching to your image too.
Yeah.
Like who you are being represented by can also, for people who don't know you, can look at that and be like, oh, is that like who they are? Or is that like things that they like? And so I think that's been something that is also important for people to recognize about NIL, is that it is like there are things where we as athletes have to pay attention to it and be like, okay, do I want my name attached to that?
This? Yes.
Because that is exactly what it is. And so that has been something like you're representing yourself and a brand, but what you're kind of tying yourself to is how people from the outside are kind of looking in if they don't know you.
I agree. Yeah, even how you just said, like, you're interested in suits. Like, whoever's watching this, you don't know, someone else out there
someone might
be
have a
interested
suit
in
company
suits.
and they're like, okay.
Yeah, or looking for a little suit model, you know? You flashing the collar. Whatever it is. But, now going back to tennis, how are you feeling going into NCAAs next week?
Oh, super pumped.
So
the
exciting.
team's like very well prepared. Our coaches have trained us really hard for the past like 3 weeks, and I feel like that we're gonna take it.
Yeah.
So
Y'all
we'll
definitely
see,
are
though.
capable of
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
And you guys, okay, going back to the awards, you guys won Team of the Year. Yes.
Oh, good.
Team of the Year, women's tennis. So it's so exciting. What has kind of this season been like in the growth of y'all's team and in comparison maybe to last season?
I think this year, like a lot of us have really matured like tremendously, like on and off the court. And I think we've helped each other out and become more like, I think, focused on our goals and what we want to achieve, because we like realized this year, like, hey guys, like we can actually win this, like playing at national indoors, and almost like we were so close to beating UNC. So we know we're right there, and we know like what we're capable of. And I think like it's only a matter of time before we just prove that we can do it.
And are you guys hosting?
Yes, we're hosting.
Yeah,
I was
this
gonna say,
Might
y'all
have to
y'all
come
have a
out
high
tomorrow.
seed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, y'all have a really
Tomorrow.
high seed.
Yes. Okay, great. That's so exciting. And it really is cool, I think, too. From the outside looking in, you can recognize when teams are close or not.
Yeah, you can.
Especially when you're, in the same athletic community. And it's so easy to see how close your team dynamic is. And it's so cool because you guys are so small. It could either go in one direction where everyone is like, oh, we hate each other, or you could be all like sisters and like a family. And I feel like you guys are such a family just like vibe, and it's really cool to see from the outside, and it's special. I feel like that helps the team go so far, and that just goes to show you guys are doing so great.
Yeah.
So great.
you.
Literally. Living proof. Y'all are literally
Living
translates
proof.
onto the court. So yeah, best of luck with that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'm like, I need to schedule some time to go to the courts tomorrow. I think I'll watch.
Tennis court. Well, do you have any other upcoming goals? I know the semester is almost over, but maybe through the summer and going into next fall and next season, that you are, I guess, working towards at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna play a lot of pro tournaments this summer.
Oh, great.
So
We almost forgot. Keep
Sorry,
going.
Keep going. Yeah, we'll ask you later.
okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna play a lot of pro tournaments this summer and try to like get my ranking up and stay healthy
That's awesome.
and get in really good shape and train really hard and spend some time with my girlfriend and so.
Are you going back to El Paso, or where will you be?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I think I might be here training, but we'll see.
Very cool.
Summertime in College Station
is so nice.
chill.
When it's a ghost town.
No traffic.
This
You
is
can get
so
everywhere in like
best.
5 minutes.
This is
Literally. So, okay, we gasped because remember when
You're like,
when,
what was that about?
remember before we started filming, we told you like we did some research on you
Yes.
from the tennis, like fun facts, I guess, that they include. So one of it says, the accomplishment that you are most proud of is, you already know what we're about to say, beating Coco Gauff at the Easter Bowl. Kind of tell us about that because that is so cool.
That's so cool. And tell people, if they don't know who she is, explain who she is and who she's beat.
so you can get your credit.
Yes.
Well, so when I was younger, like as a junior, I literally grew up with like Coco Gauff, Katie McNally, a bunch of these girls who are now like top 100
So cool.
in WTA, and they were very focused. Like Coco was so focused as a junior, you know, she knew what she wanted, and I unfortunately didn't. I was really into tennis and I trained really hard, but I didn't really believe that I was going to like take it that far, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
And I don't know, I played her like second round at Easter Bowl, and like she was doing really well then, and I ended up beating her, and it was like, I look back now and I'm just like, oh my God, you know, but like
it's so exciting.
but yeah, I mean, it's like where she is now and where I am now, so hopefully like maybe I can get like to that level again.
Yes,
But
definitely. That had to have been, if that was me, I'd be like, ooh,
Yeah.
I'm feeling myself.
Hold on,
like that had to have been a
seriously.
little bit of a confidence boost. Like,
Oh, for
who can
sure.
say that they've done that? You know,
Yeah.
that's
That's
cool.
true.
That's definitely.
that's so cool.
You should
And
be
you've
proud
done
of
it
that.
before.
Yeah.
So who's to say it can't happen again?
Exactly.
This is true.
Yeah.
See, Gianna, we believe in you.
Yeah.
We got you. That's funny. Okay, so before we end, we always ask our guests if they could put their collegiate experience into a cheesy tagline, what would it be?
Always stay true to yourself.
Oh, I love it.
that's a
And
good
that goes
one.
along
Snaps.
so well with what you were saying
Yeah,
about
it does.
NIL too.
It does.
That's so, I love that.
It does. All right. Well, is there anything else that you would like to share with us or want viewers to know about you?
No.
All good? She's done. She shared it all. All right, Gianna, well, we thank you so
Yes,
much for
thank
coming on
you.
with us. This has been a great talk and conversation. We love getting to know more about you, and we definitely wish you the best of luck
have two
at
fans.
NCAAs next week. I know,
Yeah.
2 fans. We'll definitely be cheering you
Be
guys
there
on.
tomorrow.
Yeah, tennis game tomorrow.
Let's go.
Go support. But thanks again. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for
Thank
having me.
you.
Of course. And this is another episode of Behind the Number brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. And we will see you guys next time.